Hello, we're back. Hey y'all, thank y'all for coming on back. I ain't have no music on because I was on a phone call, y'all. My phone been, oh my God, when I tell y'all I've been super busy today. Thank y'all for being so patient. And thank y'all for coming on back, baby, because we got to catch up. It is so much tea going on, honey. So we got to get you guys caught up on what is going on. And hey, I'm happy to do it. So thank y'all for being here. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Let's get into our show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get started. Now we got some updates on this Diddy case, honey. There's a lot going on. And we got to catch you guys up with it, okay? I hope you guys don't mind. All right, so let's get into what they're saying is going on with the Diddy case. Now, from what I'm reading, they may finish up early with testimony, so we may know sooner than not what Diddy's fate is going to be, you guys. All right. So it says the prosecution in Diddy's trial says that it's ahead of schedule and could finish a week early. So we're going to know if Diddy is found guilty or if they're going to let him go, child. I don't think he's going to be let go of all the charges that's against him, especially after Capricorn Clark testified today and co-signed Kid Cudi's actual testimony and most of Cassie's testimony as well. Okay, so we're going to get into what was said. I do have Capricorn Clark's testimony. We're going to go through that and read up on that and give commentary on that as well. But let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Now, it says that the prosecution in Sean Diddy Combs' high-profile federal trial. Let me see. All right. Federal trial on his SEX trafficking and racketeering and other charges announced today that it is ahead of schedule with the possibility of concluding its case a full week earlier than originally planned. I'm getting excited because y'all know the case did start on May 5th. All right, Cinco de Mayo. So it says that the trial, which began with jury selection on May 5th and opening statements on May 12th, was initially expected to stretch 6 to 8 weeks. Now, however, U.S. District Judge Arun Sabarabian suggested in court Tuesday morning, which is today, that the proceedings could now wrap up by the July 4th holiday. Ooh, child. So Diddy, you going to jail early. I love it. It said that over the past 2 weeks, the prosecutors have called 16 witnesses to the stand, delivering a steady stream. I'm sorry, y'all. Golly. A steady stream of testimony detailing alleged abuse. Let me put this fan down because it's drying out my throat. Hold on, guys. Jeez. Hold on. All right. Damn. Throat drying out my damn throat. Can't even read in here today. Y'all know I read real good. All right, so we're back. All right, so 16 witnesses were called to the stand, delivering a steady stream of testimony detailing alleged abuse, threats, and criminal activities tied to the music mogul. Now, among those who have testified are Combs' former assistant Capricorn Clark, which was today, who told jurors about threats on her life, and ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, who gave a harrowing account of alleged years of abuse and control. Now, other notable witnesses include rapper Kid Cudi, who recounted threats he allegedly faced from Combs after a fallout, and members of the Los Angeles Police and Fire Department who are expected to testify in the coming days. All right, because y'all know his car was blown up in his driveway. So they had to, of course, come to his home and extinguish that fire. So they're going to have to account of that. All right. So the trial resumed this morning after a Memorial Day break, with the prosecution moving quickly through their remaining witness list. It said that legal analysis say that the swift pace may be a tactical move to maintain momentum and focus on the most compelling aspects of the case. Now, Sean Combs, who is 55 years old, has pleaded not guilty to all charges and remains in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. So as the trial progresses, it continues to grip public attention, given Combs' decades-long prominence in the entertainment industry and the seriousness of the allegations against him. Okay. So the defense is expected to begin presenting its case shortly after the prosecution rests with several high-profile witnesses reportedly set to testify in support of the embattled entrepreneur. So the trial continues this week starting today. So now we're going to get into what Capricorn Clark, which I told you guys is related to Lauren London. It said that she is her sister. Let's get into what she had to say today, because her testimony is very, very vital. Okay, her testimony is definitely going to help push this case into a guilty verdict, I believe. Okay, I told you guys, and I mentioned Capricorn Clark the other day and the situation that happened with her. We're going to get into testimony with that. Okay, all right. So all right, so do I want to read all of that? Let's see, because I want to make sure I give you all the information on that, because we are trying to keep up with this damn Diddy case. It's so much, y'all. Oh my God. All right, so Diddy's ex-assistant, as you guys can see on the screen, Capricorn Clark, she was very good friends with Cassie. She actually looked out for Cassie, and she actually took a huge beating trying to take up for Cassie and hide the Kid Cudi relationship between the two of them. All right, so that's going to be testified in court. So Diddy's ex-assistant, Capricorn Clark, testified about his alleged violent nature, talking about Diddy, says claims that he threatened to unalive her on multiple occasions, including when he found out that she knew about Cassie and Kid Cudi's relationship. I told y'all, said that she said that Diddy told her, I should unalive you, biatch. Motherfucker is crazy. Okay. All right. So let's get into it, child. We're going to just dive in. I'm going to read the shit. I don't care. All right, so week 3 of Diddy's trial is in full effect today. Diddy's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, is taking the stand to speak on her experiences working with Diddy from 2004 to 2020, said that she was also Cassie's creative director until 2018. Now, Clark claims that during her time working with Diddy, she witnessed and was subjected to a lot of his violent nature and made her scared for her life on multiple occasions. Said that she recalled a time She recalled a time that she, Diddy, and security were walking in New York when Diddy allegedly calmly threatened to unalive her over the previous association with Suge Knight. It said that Clark said that she took that threat very serious. It says that on another occasion, Clark says a heavy-set man threatened to throw her in the East River after some expensive jewelry went missing on her watch. It says that Clark says that she was forced to take multiple lie detector tests for 5 days straight, and she was seemingly held hostage by Diddy security until her name was cleared. Then Clark shifted to the time period where Diddy was furious about Cassie's relationship with Kid Cudi. Clark claims that she witnessed Diddy say that he would unalive Cudi, and that she was present when Diddy allegedly broke into Cudi's house. Oh, that's a good testimony. Said that Clark says that during the break-in that she tried to warn Cassie by calling her, but Diddy called Cassie back and said that she was going to hold Clark hostage until Cassie came to Cudi's house. Now, Cassie obliged, and Diddy allegedly told them to never speak on the night. Said that after that, Clark claims that Diddy beat Cassie senselessly. Said it's so bad that Clark took it upon herself to call Cassie's mom for help because none of Diddy's team stepped in to help. It said that Clark recalled telling her mother, said that he's beating the S out of your daughter. Says that I'm over my head. Says that please help her. I can't call the police, but you can. So she was scared to call the cops, and said that Diddy turned his anger towards Cassie because he could not do anything to Kid Cudi. So Cassie took a very horrible beating behind that. My Lord. It says that then when Diddy found out that Clark knew of the Cudi relationship, that he reportedly said, I should unalive you, biatches. It says that after the incident that Clark was fired by Combs. It said that he allegedly told her, I would never work again. And all of these people weren't my friends, and that he would make me unalive myself. Child, that's a good testimony. Okay, Diddy, your ass is grass. So let's get into what her actual testimony was, because we got it here. Hold on. Oh, damn. Hold on. All right. I forgot to upload it. I got it. Hey, I be moving so fast trying to get this stuff up here, y'all. All right, so let's get into Capricorn Clark's testimony because I got it one by one of what she said. Let's go ahead and share. Ooh, child, y'all enjoying this so far? Oh my God, this court case is getting so interesting. A lot of this stuff I already knew because I've been reading up and trying to follow up with some stuff that's been going on. Some of this stuff is very old, and I knew. I think I've talked about it multiple times on my show because I follow this Diddy and Cassie and all this other stuff with Diddy very closely. So let's get into her testimony in terms of what she had to say on the stand. All right. Shout out to Inner City Press, and shout out to It's On Site because they actually provided the transcript. All right, here we go. I said that according to AUSA or ALSA said that where did you go? Capricorn Clark said that we went to Cuddy's and tried to convince him not to file a police report. So ALSA says that what did you tell them? Capricorn Clark said that Puff came to my house with a pow pow. ALSA then asked, what did you tell them that he said? Capricorn Clark then says, if you tell on him, he'll hurt us all. Okay. According to ALSA says that what was Mr. Cuddy's reaction? All right. Kid Cuddy says that Capricorn Clark says mind blown. So Combs' attorney then says objection. The judge says sustain. The jury will disregard. So it also then says, what happened at the house? Capricorn Clark says that he was kicking Cassie again and again. It also then says that how was Cassie? Capricorn Clark says in the fetal position, Mr. Combs kicked her all the way to the street. Said that she was crying silently. So we saw that in the video that was released by CNN, where she went down into the fetal position immediately when he began to abuse her in that video. So that is definitely something that the prosecution can look at and tell that she is not lying about, because that is what we saw Cassie doing in that particular situation of abuse. So it also then says that where was he kicking her? Capricorn Clark then says her backside, and then her voice began to crack because obviously she started crying. So we saw him doing that in the CNN video as well. He was kicking her in the head, in her back, and in her backside. All right. Capricorn Clark then answers after they asked her, where were you? She replied by saying 5 feet away. So was Rube. Okay, I'm not sure who Rube was, but all right, let's continue. All right, so I also then says that, what did Mr. Combs say to you? Capricorn Clark says that he said, if you jump in, I'm going to F you up too. So I also then says that, what did Rube do? Okay, Capricorn Clark answers nothing. It also says that who did you call? So Capricorn Clark said D-Rock, okay, says I told him, tell your brother to stop Puff, that he's kicking the ish out of her. Okay. This motherfucker is crazy. Capricorn Clark then responds, says that I called Paulie too. Says that I said that he'd take care of it, but Rube did nothing. So said it also says, what next? Capricorn Clark then responds by saying, Mr. Combs told me to get the F out too. Says that I left on foot. So he made her walk. So they also then asked, could you still see her getting kicked? Capricorn Clark says, until I went around the bend. Okay, so he was still kicking and stomping out Cassie until she walked and got away from the situation to where she could no longer see the abuse occurring. So I also then asked, then who did you call? Capricorn Clark responded, Regina Ventura, which is Cassie's mother, says that I told her he's kicking the ish out of your daughter. I can't call the police, but you can. So he also then says that, why didn't you call the police? Capricorn Clark says the mission of the day was to get Cuddy, so no calling the police. So he also then asked, this email, who is it from? Capricorn Clark responds, Cassie. She wrote that he would be releasing sex tapes about me and that he would have someone else hurt me and Scott McCooty, meaning Kid Cuddy, okay? A. Austin asked, do you recall if you responded to this? Okay. Capricorn Clark responds by saying, I don't. So she knows, and well, not knows, but she's let the courts know that there was a level of abuse, that this situation did occur where the car was blown up at Diddy's request and with his knowledge of, and he participated in it as well. Cassie was then abused after this situation was brought to light, that Cassie was having some type of relationship with Kid Cudi. I'm thinking that this was whenever she and Diddy were no longer fooling with each other, when Cassie decided to maybe leave or take a break from Diddy, at which he then made her come back. But during that break, she was having a relationship with Kid Cudi, and when Diddy found out, he became very violent towards her. And Capricorn Clark then testified today in her testimony that she witnessed all of this occur and that she was there at Kid Cudi's house when this incident occurred. So this is great testimony against Diddy. So shout out to Capricorn Clark. Shout out. All right, moving on. What y'all think about that? Oh my God. I hate that Cassie had to endure all of that. It's amazing that she's still alive. It is amazing that she's still alive from all of the things that we've seen. If he was kicking her like that, and we also heard about, if you guys watch Art of Dialogue, where Gene Deals spoke about how Diddy did his first baby mama, okay, who is on the Misa Hilton, who we've also seen in video going back and forth to court on a fucking walker to support Diddy and her son in this same case, where he was also said to have been kicking and stomping on her, so much so that she had to hide under someone's car to get Diddy to stop kicking and hitting her. And it's amazing how all these men were around when this abuse occurred and no one stopped it, because Diddy had this much control and I don't know, to where people were scared of him. Okay, he was just that violent. He was just that violent to where he could get things done, and people would suffer repercussions by stepping in and helping somebody who was maybe getting stomped out or abused or any type of way. All right, so let's move on. Someone else who was very closely into this situation, and I'm hearing that they're going to be also testifying coming up soon, is, and everybody's been asking, where's this person? Where's this person? Fonzworth Bentley. You guys know who Fonzworth Bentley is. He's a young man who used to be around Diddy in his camp, who used to always carry the umbrella. Anytime you saw Diddy, you saw Fonzworth Bentley with this damn umbrella. All right. Yeah. So let's get into it, because what was brought to my attention, shout out to Industry Blitz, because it says that they tracked back all the way to 2005, lawsuit after lawsuit. It gives that this is how Fonzworth Bentley has been able to maybe keep his lifestyle, because as you guys can see, look at all of these court documents that he's filed on different agencies, you guys. This is a lot. So it says, okay, looks like Randy Dwayne Pittman might be a vexatious litigant, okay? A vexatious, okay? What is that? A vexatious litigant, okay? Says a 20-year history of filing lawsuits. So over 20 years, this man has, that's all he's done was file lawsuits. That's all he's done is file lawsuits in order to, I guess, to keep money in his pocket, or to, damn, that's a fucking lot of lawsuits. All the way up to 2025, he just filed one, California Northern District Court, 5/20 of 2025. Damn, 7 days ago, he just filed something against Pittman and Romney Insurance Group. What the hell, Fonzworth? Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Look at this. Here's the docket of all of these damn lawsuits that Fonzworth Bentley have filed against several different agencies, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna read off a few of them. This is crazy. On 5/20, California Northern District Court. On 5/20 again, Georgia Northern District Court. He just all over the place. 3/11 of 2025 was California State and Santa Clara County Superior Court. Damn, this nigga stay in court. 1/24 of 2025, California Central District. Let's drop down some. In 2022 of November, the 14th to be exact, California Northern District Court. So it's all these dockets, and all of these were filed by Fonzworth Bentley, y'all. It's got to be about 30 of these mugs up here. Like, who goes to court this much? This gives, oh my God, U.S. Court of Appeals, 5th Circuit. U.S. Court of Appeals, 11th Circuit. He's all the way down here, Texas Northern District Court. Alabama Northern District Court, California Northern District Court, Georgia State Supreme Court. Damn. Nevada State Clark County 8th Judicial District Court, Department C. He got, Lord have mercy. Georgia State Coweta County Superior Court. He's filed all of these things from, let's go back, from 2012 all the way up to 2025. Let me count. So it's about 37. It's about 37 cases that he's filed since from 2012 all the way to 2025 as of last week. Is that not a lot? Who's filing this many court cases? Well, I ain't gonna say no that. I don't want to be messy. But who's filing all these fucking cases? Oh my God. Do y'all see this? Can you imagine? Like, you in the courthouse like every other day it gives. But he is set to, from what I hear and or understand, he is set to testify in the upcoming days against Diddy. So it says that Diddy and Fonzworth Bentley is named in a new lawsuit. Y'all hear it said that will this force Bentley to finally speak out to clear his name? So his name, Randy Dwayne Pittman, okay, versus Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka, so he getting all the names shot. He making sure when he filed this shit against Diddy that it's gonna stick. So let's get into it. Bad Boy Entertainment CEO Sean Diddy Combs and his former assistant Fonzworth Bentley is named in a new lawsuit by a former talent scout. Says, will Bentley finally speak out now to clear his name? Says that this will be the case for so many others to come. It says the named in the mess by association. Damn. So as y'all can see here, this is the actual litigation, child. Where it's what is it? Sean Combs, U.S. State District Court, Northern District of Georgia. Randy Dwayne Pittman against Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka Puffy, aka Diddy. Derek Watkins, aka Fonzworth Bentley. So damn. This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. So we're gonna spend the block on that, child. I'll see how that paying out. But they are saying that Fonzworth Bentley is set to testify in the Diddy case. We'll see what he have to say, because he was there. I'm sure he saw a lot. He was there for the Making the Band-Aids. He was there for a lot of the stuff. And we also heard from y'all ready for this? I think I might have mentioned this before. We also heard by Superhead, aka Karen Steffens, that she walked in at 3 o'clock in the morning, coming from the club, walked in Diddy's house, where Diddy and Fonzworth Bentley was in bed spooning, honey, with no clothes on at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because she went over there for a little FO situation. And when she walked in, Diddy was already laid up with Fonzworth Bentley, according to Superhead, aka Karen Steffens. Y'all know who she is, honey. She got that book out talking about all the men in Hollywood that she done had her way with. Mostly with her mouth. Damn. Woo, child. All right, let's move on, because there's more. I guess this is a court case type of live today, because we got to get into it, child. It's a lot of court cases being filed, and baby, we got to talk about them. So y'all can put in the chat what y'all think about what we've talked about thus far. But we got to forge ahead on, honey, because it's more. It's more. All right, T.I. is in one. Who, Lord. Now, y'all remember we talked about Sabrina Peterson, who filed a lawsuit against T.I. She was not able to prove said allegations against him. So now there's a defamation lawsuit against her by T.I. Y'all remember she came forward to say that T.I. and Tiny were doing some very egregious things to some women. She claimed that she was involved, included, but she was not able to prove her case. So T.I. and Tiny won their case against her, and now she has to pay them has to be in a defamation lawsuit, because they have now filed on her. So T.I. and Tiny, T.I. and Sabrina Peterson set for a June 2026 trial in their defamation case. Let's get into it. Shout out to Ball Alert. Says that T.I. and Sabrina Peterson set for June 2026 trial in defamation case. Now, a Los Angeles judge has officially scheduled a court date between T.I. and Sabrina Peterson. Now, the trial is set to begin on June 9th of 2026 at 9 a.m., but not before both parties meet for a mandatory settlement conference with a private mediator. All right, so that meeting must happen no later than Monday, November the 24th of 2025, in which says that and if either side fails to show up in person, the case won't move forward. So it said that this trial comes after T.I. filed for a defamation lawsuit against Peterson in December of 2024, accusing her of spreading damaging lies about him online. So one of her most serious claims alleging that the rapper was under federal investigation for sex trafficking. It says that T.I. says that those public accusations not only hurt his reputation, but also violated his privacy. Child. Now, it says that the drama between Peterson and the Harris family has been brewing since 2021 when she filed a lawsuit against T.I. and his wife, Tamika Tiny Harris. Now, it says in her original lawsuit, she accused T.I. of pointing a pow pow at her and claimed that the couple tried to publicly ruin her image after she spoke out about said trafficking allegations. Now, she sued for defamation, invasion of privacy, and emotional distress. But the majority of the case fell apart. Now, in June of 2023, a judge dismissed 5 of the 7 claims, leaving only the defamation and invasion of privacy counts intact. Then came financial trouble. Ooh, child. Now, after being ordered to pay nearly $100,000 in legal fees to T.I. and Tiny, Peterson said that she couldn't afford it and asked the court for a $1,000 a month payment plan. So, damn, $100,000 on $100,000 you owe them, but you want to pay $1,000 a month. Go off. Says that by March of 2025, her lawsuit was dismissed without prejudice. Dismissed without prejudice. So that's what's coming up with that. So we're going to keep our eyes and ears open on this and what the outcome of this may be. All right. So of course you guys can see T.I. is coming after her for filing this against him. Now we've been hearing rumors. We've been hearing rumors about women, honey, being taken advantage of, where, somebody took a little pill or something and some things were done to them. We heard about their phones being taken away. Several women came forward, one of which a woman was in the Air Force and said that she went to a party where Tiny gave her a drink. She didn't remember nothing after that, according to her, allegedly. When she woke up, she didn't have no drawers on, and her vajayjay was hurt, and so was her ass. Okay. Another woman came forward to say that T.I. stuck his toes in her vajayjay as some type of sexual practice, you call it that. And she says that she also had something in her drink, and some threesomes were going on where she this particular young woman and Tiny and T.I. were involved in something where security also took her phone at the door after leaving a party with them, allegedly. That's what was said. So we're going to spin the block. So Sabrina Peterson came forward to corroborate some of these things that were said about these women. And of course, T.I. and them clapped back and filed a lawsuit of defamation against her. So that's what had happened. Okay, let's continue. All right. So this last person, now I talked about him when this situation occurred. Kevin Liles. Kevin Liles, you guys may know who he is. He was also a manager for Trey Songz, and I just know that because I just know my business like that. So he's been in the industry for a very, very long time. I think 30 years to be exact. But he, after Diddy got caught up in his bullshit and they snatched Diddy's ass up, he decided to step down from his career of 30 years, okay? Because there was a woman who had a SA allegation out on him. So it said the 300 Entertainment CEO, Kevin Liles, reveals his former Def Jam artist, Lady Luck, sent him a letter claiming that she wants $30 million or she'll publish a book accusing him of grooming her and forcing her to perform oral sex on him. This seems to be going on a lot in the industry. This seems to be going on a lot in the industry, okay? And I'm going to play something here in a minute that's going to corroborate that as well. So 300 Entertainment, Kevin Liles reveals that his former Def Jam artist, Lady Luck, sent him a letter claiming that she wants $30 million or she's going to publish a book because he asked her to do the oral. Now, we've heard about some touchy-feely situations with Kevin Liles in the past. This woman has come forward, and it sounds like a little blackmail or bribery. If you don't do this, then I'm going to do this. Why not just file a lawsuit? Because they just had this in New York and other places, and there was a deadline that if you did not file it before said deadline, that you could not go back whatever amount of years that it was that you were violated in whatever type of way. If you notice, Diddy got about 50 SA assaults on him and so many other people, okay? There was some that were filed, I think, on Jay-Z, if my memory serves me correctly, and so many others in the industry. Kevin Liles was definitely one of them, but when the allegations came out about Diddy, he decided to step down, which says to me, and nobody's heard about his ass. Not sure where he's hiding out. He could be over there with your boy, okay, who's over there in Bali. He'll be over there with Russell Simmons, all right? But a lot of these people are getting out of the way. They're running scared, all right? Yes, honey, yes. We've heard about so many people in these damn situations, but a lot of these CEOs and higher ups in these music industry situationships, child, they are out here making these girls do these things and be quiet about it, okay? Grooming these girls. They get them in there young, promise them music careers, and yeah, it's kind of like a ritual, as we talked about before. But Kevin Liles, like I said, he managed Trey Songz, and we already know how Trey Songz get down. He's helped Trey Songz get out of a lot of sexual lawsuits as well. Yes, he did. Okay. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We ain't heard nothing from old boy from Guy yet either, because he also had some SA assaults against him as well, where the lady was in high school when she says that Aaron Hall, to be exact, Aaron Hall, we call her names. Aaron Hall has gone missing ever since Diddy's been picked up, because his name also came up in a lawsuit with Diddy, where a young woman who was in high school at the time said that she was SA'd first by Diddy, and then Aaron Hall came in and gang R-worded her as well. So ever since that lawsuit's come out, we've not heard anything from Aaron Hall. He's also hiding out. So it's given that the industry is full of damn pedos and nasty fuckboys running around here violating women and using their status and money as a means to cover it up and to get out of certain situations. So we're going to spend the block on this. I'm going to see you. You're going to pay this $30 million, or you're going to go ahead on the court and do what you got to do, Kevin Liles. All right. Yeah. So let me get this next topic up, because I thought I uploaded it, but Fantasia spoke on something, and I definitely wanted to make sure that I put that out as well. What she's talking about in the industry, this is something that I already know about. I've already heard about. Let me see, because baby, this has been a long day. Did I not send it over? Okay, hold on. I know I have it. Can't remember this. All right, hold on. Child. Fantasia, if you guys have been watching American Idol, okay, Gabby Simone, which is one of my favorite artists, Fantasia sent a message to her. Here you go. All right, so what? Let's see what I'm doing. All right, let me pull it up right quick so you guys can see. Fantasia sent a message to Gabby Simone, and it looks like Fantasia went through some things too, guys, that we didn't even know about. Shout out to Fantasia for speaking out, baby, about how the industry is. She warned her. She warned Gabby Simone. Let's get into this, because I definitely want to play this, because so many women get caught up in these situations, okay? Shout out to Fantasia for being transparent, honey. Shout out to y'all. All right, give me a second. Let me get it up for y'all. Okay, hold on. Wake up. I think I went too far. I think Fantasia may Somebody tried to touch her or something inappropriately or something like that. Hold on, no, because I gotta find it. Maybe she was emotional too. I said, yeah, something happened to Fanny. Something happened to her. I'm about to have to let me send this shit to my email and upload it that way. I don't see it there. We're gonna look at this today, honey. The devil is a lie. Always when I need something, it's always something, child. So yeah, I think something in the industry happened to Fantasia, and she's speaking out, y'all. We're gonna look at this because I need my people to know, honey. We're gonna always educate y'all on what's going on. All right. So if y'all don't know who Gabby Simone is, let me go ahead and let y'all know right now. You better get on YouTube, honey, and Google her. Because baby, when I tell you her throat skills, and I ain't talking about in that way. I'm talking about singing, baby. The baby can sing down. You hear me? She was on American Idol. Let me get my big screen back up here. She was on American Idol, honey. And baby, when I tell you she sings down, Lord, I love a good singer, honey. I love some good singing. But let's get into what Fantasia had to say. All right, so while performing in Baltimore, Fantasia paused her show to drop some wisdom on rising R&B talent Gabby Simone, warning her about the cutthroat nature in the industry. Now, Gabby, who rose to national attention on American Idol and has already shared stages with legends like Keke Wyatt and Kelly Price, stood side by side with a true vet. All right. It says that a real one passing the torch. So shout out for Fantasia for being transparent here. Let's get into what she had to say. All right.
In this game of music industry,
come on now,
it can sometimes be a gift and a curse. It's bitter.
Oh, she gonna sing that song.
If you keep your eyes stayed on God,
oh yes,
you, my dear, you're going to go far. Do me one favor. Never get caught up in the game of number ones, how many albums you sell. That is when you will lose sight. But if you know now that you are a winner, because God gave you a gift no one can touch. So don't worry about how many albums you sell, just put the music out. And don't sign over that gift that you have to nobody. Control your own stuff. Because in this industry, it's just a game of prostitution. And they will use your gift, and you will go home and you will have nothing.
Get it?
Please know that I am talking to you from what I've been. So keep your eyes stayed on God. He's already made you a winner.
Y'all hear that? Fantasia is telling Gabby Simone to keep your eyes on the prize in terms of what you're supposed to. Don't lose sight of God, because that's what this industry will make you do. The higher that you go, the more you have to sell your soul in order to be here. And I've talked about this with you guys before. Now, Fantasia says that the industry is set up for prostitution. So my question is, was she put into a situation to where she had to do some things in order to rise, for her star to rise, or for her to be where she is in the industry and as good as she is right now? She's up here. Fantasia is that girl right now. But I told you guys that there are rituals and things that's going on in the industry to where you have to do things that you don't want to be in order to be who you want to be. I've showed you videos of guys who come into the industry, a lot of rappers who come into the industry that want to be rappers and get contracts. They got to give up their ass. We've talked about it before, and y'all have heard this many, many times. These guys have to be, let's call it penetrated, in order to be rap stars, in order to get the big bank or the big contracts, so to speak. Okay, so you have to be careful how you move, who you know, and what you're willing to sacrifice and or give up to be said person in the industry, because the industry will fucking turn you out. It will. And they make it so to where you look at it like, oh my God, they make it so good to where you be like, oh my God, I got to do this. Oh my God, I want the Bentley. I want the huge house. I want this. I want that. I want that. And you lose focus of who you are and what you were raised to be and to know, especially biblically, because it's sick. It's sick as hell. I've heard a lot of sick stuff. Seriously, it's very dark. It's very dark. No one should be put in a situation where they have to give up their body to become famous or to become number one. No one should have to do that. But in the industry, that's what happens. If you look at a lot of these guys, we've been talking about Day 26 member Q from Day 26 who was signed to Bad Boy. We talked about him being violated. I think he was gang R-worded, where he was given a horse tranquilizer and woke up to cameras flashing in his face, people laughing in his face, and they thought that the shit was funny. Unfortunate for him, he's now in a situation where he's dealing with some psychological issues, and he's mad talented. So I believe they took his soul. So this is what Fantasia is telling Gabby Simone. Don't feel like you got to put yourself, because you have a great talent. Let your talent lead you. Let your talent lead you. Don't compromise who you are. Don't compromise who you are and what you are for what you want. Okay, I don't know who I'm talking to, but that's what it is. So shout out to Fantasia. I'm gonna play it one more time for those of you who are trying to get into the industry. It's a great thing if you want to, but don't compromise who you are for what you want. Okay, let's get into it one more time, and we're gonna get out of here.
In this game of music industry,
Come on now.
it can sometimes be a gift and a curse. It's bitter and it's sweet.
Oh, she gonna sing that song. She gonna sing that song.
If you keep your eyes stayed on God,
Oh yes.
you, my dear, you're going to do me one favor.
Oh yes.
Never get caught up in the game of number ones, how many albums you sell.
Come on now.
Because that is when you will lose sight. But if you know now that you are a winner, because God gave you a gift no one can touch. So don't worry about how many albums you sell, just put the music out. And don't sign over that gift that you have to no one.
Right.
Control your own stuff. Because in this industry, it's just a game of prostitution. And they will use your gift, and you will go home and you will have nothing. Please know that I am talking to you from what I've been through.
I mean, what I've been through.
So keep your eyes stayed on God. He's already made you a winner.
She said, I'm talking to you from what I've been through. So it's given that somebody might have approached her and said, hey, I'm not going to put this album out, or you can't get this track, or you can't go on this tour until you do this, or this. And it puts you in a situation, because now this is your job. You got to pay bills. You got to live your life. Fantasia's already been in a situation where she almost lost her house. Okay. She's been put into a situation where she almost lost her house, and somebody in the industry had to put the money up to help her get back on her feet. Okay. So she knows what it means to come from the bottom and then make it back to the top and then fall back down and have to get back up there. So she knows. So she's the best person to mentor and talk these new artists coming into the industry into what they should not be doing, because it's easy to lose sight of that. And if you run into the wrong person like Diddy, okay, we can name a whole lot of people. Diddy, Kevin Liles, R. Kelly. Okay, yeah, because they make it sound real good. And we've also heard about the singer and producer The Dream. There was a woman that came out talking about the producer and singer The Dream that also was doing some shit to her too. And when she was trying to go to the police, he was talking about calling to have her deported. So he threatened to have this girl deported when she was going to file something against him for giving her something in her drink and having her knocked out in the studio, and he took advantage of her as well. So this is this type of shit to be going on. Yeah, for anybody trying to get into the industry, beware, okay? Beware and be careful. Yes, and guard yourselves. But that's it, guys. Thank y'all for thank y'all. Yes, Simon Cowell. Yes, Simon did help. But thank y'all so much for coming over for this video. I will hit you guys again because there's so much going on today. By us coming off of a holiday, I'm trying to play catch up. So in the midst of trying to get some work done, as well as trying to make sure I'm gathering all this tea for you guys. Yes. So please don't forget to hit the like on our first video from this morning, where we talked about Wanda. We went over the interview with Wanda and Bro Chat. Shout out to Bro Chat again for that. You guys go over and please tap the like on that because a lot of stuff was revealed in that as well. All right. And also, I saw something I did not get to play for you guys where Wanda was saying that since Melody has a huge following, and I thought this was so fucked up when she said it. Y'all pardon my mouth. But Wanda said in this same interview, and I should have played it, I didn't have time, but she was saying that Wanda, since this Melody has this huge following on the show and had the most followers, that it should have been up to that her followers could have pulled up the information of the Revenge P versus asking the people on the cast to do it. That like it wasn't their responsibility to tell Melody, even though they knew about it. Because it was said and alleged that several people that they talked about the Revenge P floating around with Melody and Martell, that they knew about the video. But Wanda was saying since Melody has such a huge following, that why didn't her following look out for her and send her that information versus her hoping that somebody on the cast would tell her. I'm sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on. And because I don't want nobody saying I'm lying. I don't want nobody to say that I'm lying. Hold on. Because I'm going to play the shit for you myself. And we're going to get on that. This is going to be the last thing. But people always saying, Camille, you making shit up. No, we don't. No, we don't. I'm about to play it for you right now. Let me go ahead. I'm glad I kept it up. This girl said that Melody had this huge following, and Melody's following should have been the ones to tell her about the Revenge P with Martell Holt. Let's get into this bullshit, and then we got to go. Shout out again to Bro Chat. All right, he already gave me permission to share it, to use it. Let's go.
Fighting with someone, and you think that one of these people heard something, or one of my cast members heard something. My thing is to get on the phone and say, hey, did you hear about this right here? I mean, it worked two ways. Everything worked two ways. Everything ain't got to be just on Tisha because Tisha heard about it. Melanie also heard about it. Everything that goes on in these streets, they already know. Both Indians, all 6 of them know what's going on out here in these streets, okay? Mm-hmm. They on YouTube street. They got friends on YouTube street. They got best of friends. And out of all people, Melanie got the most people out there. So I'm pretty sure some of her people that called her and told her, hey, I heard that they got this thing going on that
this tape, Martell.
Martell got going on, this blah, blah, this, yeah. So what's wrong with getting on the phone, calling your other 2 friends that you mates with, like Kimmy and Tisha, say, hey, did you hear this right here, what I heard that going on?
Yeah.
And then if they didn't tell her, then that's a different story. But for me coming to tell my enemy what's going on, what she called them, her enemies, she said Tisha her enemies, right? So if they your enemies, why should I tell you anything? I'm your enemy.
Yeah. Well, Miss Wanda, the bros on Bro Chat, we had so much fun with you. You have to come back. You have to come back because we have a lot more to talk with you about, a lot more to ask you about because you never hold back. Is there anything that you're so excited about that's coming up that you want for your fans and your viewers to keep an eye out for?
Basically, I'm glad you mentioned it. Basically, all the people were saying that I was not going to get that food truck up and running. I want them to, hey. I want Marceau to be the main one. I want them to get at Marceau because Marceau.
He doubted you.
Right. Marceau was the one that didn't believe it. He did not believe in me.
Right.
Okay. And y'all gonna see that on the show, how me and him, got at it about this truck, about Wanda wasn't gonna do all this right here. I wasn't gonna work hard to get this done and get that done. So yeah, I want them to put a big patch on that.
Yeah.
Tisha doing Mason and me the things. I want them to like jump on that because a lot of people was out there saying that Tisha copycatting on this, doing that. But baby, when they see that blow up, it's gonna blow up all in their face.
Yeah.
And Scott Manor, oh my God, y'all! I'm telling y'all, it is it is ready to expand.
Oh yes.
They are doing a thing with Scott Manor. That right there be seen on TV. Y'all gonna be like blown off y'all head. I'm telling y'all head gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
It's gonna be pretty.
So they are doing big things down in Huntsville.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, I'm an hour and maybe 30 minutes away from Huntsville. So a lot of people like, well, why Miss Wanda is not there? Why because I have other things. I have a new baby that I just went and adopted that I was taking care of him all along, but now I adopted him. So now that's my baby. So I got to take care of that part. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on in my life now. And that truck, working it every day. I mean, every single, as soon as I get off the phone with y'all, I'm going out there. I'm going out there. I'm going out there to make that money. And I tell y'all, when I tell y'all, this is like anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 a day. I mean, like a day.
Cap.
This right here with this truck is bringing in revenue. I mean, revenue.
Good.
I'm telling y'all.
Congratulations.
So y'all think I'm going to lose that to go to Huntsville?
Yeah, congratulations.
I go to Huntsville to film because I'm making money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't go down there all the time, but when I do go, I want to see some progress going on. So I always stop by Black. I'm always going to go by Black, and I'm going to sit in there. I go there for the weekend or whatever. And I'm also going to go by Tisha house, and I got a couple friends that live there. And I'm also going to go up there to the mountain, Scott Mountain, and see what they're doing. And I also went by, y'all probably see it on the show, that Kimmy got her a restaurant opening up soon.
Well, we can't wait to see that.
And it is nice.
See, we need you to come back when the show airs.
Miss Wanda, you have to come back to Birdtown once the show airs. We can. Yes,
I will.
We got
y'all
so
know I love
Thank
you guys.
Yes.
I really do. I love you. Okay, Victor, Daniel, and Mitch. What my other friend at?
Eric
whatever.
Today.
Eric.
He has his anniversary with him and his husband have an anniversary. So he's going to be on next time when you're back.
All right, so that's it, guys. That's it. What y'all think about that? Wanda with her line is talking about she makes about $2,000 a day on her food truck. Victor's looking like, can we go now? Victor cannot hide how he feel. I swear it's all over your face, Victor. Victor, like, get me out of here. What the hell? What y'all think about that? Y'all know Damien is a friend of Mel. Damien like Mel. I mean, don't like Mel. Damien does not like Mel. He's a huge fan of Wanda, child. And of course, y'all already know what it is, but that's what she said. So pretty much Wanda said it was not up to the cast who knew about the Revenge P tape on Melody from Martell, that it was up to Melody's followers, being that she has a lot of followers and they be in the YouTube streets, that they should have told Melody what was going on with this damn tape so that she would have had a heads up versus expecting the cast to up and tell her ass something. What y'all think about that? Y'all put it in the chat what y'all think on this situation, but we're gonna get on out of here because that's all we got for you, child. I want y'all to hear that part because I said I know you lying, and I know she was lying about that $2,000 a day, because who in the hell is in a hurry to go to the emergency room for some damn potatoes? But anyway, thank you guys for joining. Bell Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Linda Gamble, and not Linda Gamble, child. She's not modeling for me no more. But Bell Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead, as well as True TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much for coming over and modding for me. Thank you to all the content creators that stopped by as well. Sunny Days, I saw you in the building. And Schoolboy, if you're here, thank you for being here. Any other content creators that stopped by, thank you guys. If Purple Unicorn is here, thank you, Purple Unicorn. Girlfriend Chronicles be here. Love Seeing Her be here. Boss Lady Brand be here. Who else? Chef Don, if you here, thank you for being here. All right, I'm trying to get everybody, y'all. Love y'all down. I will see y'all later. All right. Please don't forget to tap that like button for me, okay? All right. If nothing else, honey, tell a friend, come on over to subscribe. Guys, also, if you're not getting your notifications, let me say that because you guys have been hitting me in the DM saying, Caramel, I did not get a notification. I didn't know you went live. Please, please, please go and make sure you tap that subscribe button again. Some of you guys may have to maybe unsubscribe, resubscribe, or something like that. And make sure you hit the notification bell again. Something's going on where YouTube is glitching again, as it always does, and unsubscribing people. So we want to make sure everyone is accounted for and that you have your subscription in, that you subscribe so that you will know that Caramel is live. So y'all don't miss no tea, because y'all know I will pop in and give y'all some great tea over here on this channel, okay? But if nothing else, let's go. I love you guys down. Let's
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.